I bought most of the portable popular gas grills on Amazon in search of the perfect one, and that way I'll be able to share with you a few of the features that you'll want to look for in your next grill. There are quite a few portable gas grills in the $50 to $100 range, and Char-Broil calls this one the standard portable, but I like to call it the ultra portable because it's by far the lightest and cheapest grill that I tested. It has absolutely no frills, so things like a thermometer in the lid or a grease tray don't exist. In fact, it doesn't even have an igniter for the burners, so make sure that you bring your matches or a lighter on your next trip. But surprisingly, it put out an amazing amount of heat, so you're going to end up cooking with the lid off, and you're able to do that with this grill. And the legs on this grill fold over and hold the lid together, which is one of the features that I really like to see in a portable gas grill because it makes it easier to move around and take with you, which is really the whole point of this thing. I would absolutely take the flimsy grill grades in exchange for having a super light portable gas grill where the food that I cook on it might cost more than the grill itself. Next up is the Mega Master, and it adds a few of the creature comforts that you might want to see in a portable gas grill, like a thermometer in the lid and a burner igniter. These legs also fold up for compact storage. This one also has a drip tray at the bottom, and one of the features that you always want to look for in a portable grill is to make sure that the bottom portion is molded as one piece with no seams. It may not seem like much, but that purpose is to make sure that all the grease and the mess travels and only has one exit point, and that's in the grease tray, so that way you don't make a mess in the back of your car or wherever you're going. This one didn't get quite as hot in my testing, so you're going to end up grilling a lot with the lid down, but one feature that it has is an oval burner rather than a straight tube. That's going to make it so that way the heat is more even from front to back than you'd see on some of the other gas grills. When the cookout is done, don't be tempted to grab it by the handle, even though it has a lid latch, because if you do that, you're going to end up tipping the grill over, and then that mess is all going to go out the back. That's one of the nice things that this has is these side handles, which allows you to pick it up and keep it flat and even so you don't make a mess. And at this price point, the Mega Master is a really good value because of the features that it provides. The Char-Broil 240 is really only portable because of its size, and it's missing a few of the features like side handles or a lid latch that make it easier to move from point A to point B. Because of that, it's one of my least favorite portable gas grills in the category. But it works well as a backyard or patio grill, and I've cooked quite a bit on it, and it's all turned out really well. Only thing is, I wish that I had a little bit thicker grill grates and a more solid construction in this unit. And if you're interested in any of the grills that I share in this video, check out the links down in the description below, and I put them there for your convenience, because I know if I don't, somebody's going to ask. But no, if you make that purchase using that link, I will get a small commission based on that. But all of these grills were purchased by me, and this video is not sponsored by any manufacturer. The Pit Boss and Cuisinart portable grills are nearly identical, and so if you're interested in one or the other, you should buy whichever one is cheaper at the time. So I've seen the prices flip-flop over time, where one is cheaper and then the next week the other one is cheaper. These grills are a little bit big for the portable class, but they still have foldable legs to make them easier to transport and a lid latch. Just keep in mind that if you're going to grab it by the handle, then you're going to tip it over. They are big enough, though, that you can just grab them on the side as long as they're cool. But where these grills really shine is that they have two burners, and that's going to open up a whole world of possibilities for you because you can have one side that's cooking really hot. The other side can be just a warming rack, depending on how you want to use it that day. And having two burners at this price point is practically unheard of, except for some of the cheap gas grills that you know are only going to last a couple of years. But this gas grill is going to last a long time because it's made out of stainless steel, and the grill grates are thick stainless steel, which is way easier to clean than most of the other enameled ones in this category, and the thick grates are going to give you a better sear than you would with other grills. And frankly, I was surprised to see that quality of grill grates on any of the gas grills. And one of the other differentiators with this grill is it has the standard propane hookup rather than relying on 1-pound cylinders or the adapter hoses. This allows you to hook up to the bigger 20 and 5-pound tanks. Whenever I travel, I always take my 5-pound tank with me, so that way I have plenty of gas. It means I don't have to rely on those really expensive 1-pound cylinders. But it's not all ice cream and rainbows with this grill because there is one major flaw in the design. I told you that one of the jobs of a grill is to make sure to contain the mess. And these ones have a seam right here at the bottom. And anytime I cooked on it, if it wasn't perfectly level, that grease would go out the corner instead of going into the drip tray. And you can easily fix that with some high temperature silicone if you like to mod things, but it's not going to work and be leak free straight out of the gate. Overall, these two gas grills are a good fit for someone who wants to grill a bunch in the backyard, but also wants the flexibility to be able to take it with them when they need to. The Weber Q1000 and 1200 are some of the best portable gas grills out there, and they come with an amazing array of accessories. Most of them are available if you live outside of the U.S. And that's because outside of the U.S., this grill often outsells the Genesis and Spirit lines. There are a ton of amazing groups out there that'll help you get the most out of this gas grill. I've put a lot of miles on this one, which is actually the Q100, which is the generation before the 1000. And I've been able to cook all of the favorites on it, and it's also super versatile. I've baked bread on it and even made some molten lava cakes. And for me, one of the biggest benefits is the heavy cast iron grates, which are great for searing. It also has much better temperature range as well as control. You can make some fine-tune adjustments to cook things just the way that you want. And it has a good design that helps avoid flare-ups. And of course, I'm a Weber fanboy, but this grill is not my favorite. That one goes the Char-Broil X200. So why is this one my favorite? And it's because this grill understands that the main goal is to make sure that the gas grill contains all the mess, and the drip tray and the design is absolutely perfect. I don't have to worry about this thing leaking in my car whatsoever. In fact, one of the cool things that they did is if you lift the lid, you'll know that a lot of grease can start to build up on it and then drip out the back. Well, the bottom tray sticks up just a little bit farther, so that way it catches those drips, contains it within the grill. Second, this grill has the most even heating of any of the grills that I tested, and that's because of the V-shaped grill grates that it has, which helps even out the heat and avoid flare-ups. Those heavy grates will also give you an amazing sear, but they come with one drawback. And that is if you want to clean it, you have to use the tool that they gave you, but it cleans super easy because you can fire up the grill and burn that stuff off and then just give it a quick scrape. The only drawback with this grill is that it gets insanely hot. It was one of the hottest ones, the ones that I had tested, and I don't know if that's unique to the grill that I had, but you're going to do a lot of grilling with the lid up. But overall, this grill is super solid and it's ready to take some abuse and travel with you wherever you want to go.